This is a U.S. Central Command strike on an Iranian naval vessel. At first glance, it just looks like a humble speedboat, but you wouldn't know it by looking at them. These are the types of boats capable of bringing down an oil supertanker or even an American warship. Today, we are going to investigate and decode the single most damaging way Iran can retaliate against the world. It's a strategy that turns one of the world's most critical waterways into a 21-mile-long trap. We're talking about underwater mines. To understand why these weapons are so devastating, you have to look at the geography of the Strait of Hormuz. It is incredibly narrow, a tight two-lane shipping route where 1/5 of the world's oil flows every single day. But it's also shallow, only a few hundred feet deep. When you combine those two factors, it creates the perfect environment for maritime guerrilla warfare. Iran is estimated to have an arsenal of more than 5,000 underwater mines. But the real story isn't just the quantity, it's the technology. First, there are contact mines, like the Maham-1. These are the big spiky balls you see in movies, moored to the seafloor and waiting for a ship's underbelly to hit their primers. They are incredibly cheap, costing only a few $1,000s, but they can inflict millions of dollars in damage. Then there's the Maham-2, an influence mine. You can think of these as smart mines. They sit on the seafloor and listen. They have sensors that detect the magnetic fields, noise, and water pressure changes of passing destroyers. When they detonate, they don't just explode, they create a rapidly expanding bubble of gas that can literally pick a ship up and break its backbone in two. It is the most dangerous way to damage a vessel, and it's the one most sailors fear. But the most frightening part for the US military isn't just the mines themselves, it's how they get there. According to intelligence, Iran uses Ashura-class speedboats, fast, compact, and agile to roll mines off the back like bowling balls. They even use ordinary fishing boats that blend into the local traffic. They can even use combat divers to manually attach limpet mines directly to a ship's hull. This is the ultimate asymmetric war. Iran doesn't need to sink the entire US Navy to win. They just need to execute what's called a mission kill, causing just enough damage to force a ship to turn away. The challenge for the West is that once an area is mined, it's never technically unmined. Clearing a minefield is a grueling weeks-long process that can't be done under enemy fire. And even if you find nothing, you can never be 100% sure you didn't miss one. In the end, success for Iran isn't about how many ships they can blow up. It actually takes a grand total of 0 mines to create a minefield. The mere threat of a single hidden bomb is enough to make the world's most powerful ships too afraid to be useful at all. That is the power of the bottleneck, and that is how you hold the global economy hostage.